the geological trail.
Oh, that's where we're going later. Okay.
Yeah. National Park.
All right, welcome to another episode of Vet in a Van. We're heading into or continuing our Flinders Ranges exploration. We've come into the national park. Now, we've skipped over Mora.
Yeah.
Because we went there last time.
Stayed last time.
We were a couple of years back. I'll put the card up there. And we didn't go to the station that's there as well, because it was literally like 15 minutes up the road from where we were last episode. Adowie. So unfortunately we didn't get to go to Adowie, but yeah, it was, it was close enough to the place we were at last time. It was probably about the same. So anyway, this episode...
I'm just going to turn it this way, because the view's better than
my
Mark's
face.
Yeah.
This episode, we're going to camp here tonight. We're going to check out some of the geological trails in the national park, and then we're going to, keep going north. Apparently, there is a pub that has a feral something. Feral platter. So I think that's on the list as well. And then we're going to, there's some cool campsites we want to check out heading into, Anyway. Blenman. We'll talk about it later.
Yeah. That's later.
National Park for now. Let's go find our campsite. It's like $50 for a campsite in here.
Well, it's half the price if you've got if you're just like a rooftop or something.
Yeah, if you're trucking a big caravan, it's $50.
Information. That's about your...
It is always about me. So the trip into the campsite here in the national park is actually pretty cool. You drive in, like you're pretty much driving up the gorge as you come in. So it's quite a beautiful little sort of slow drive in through the up the gorge to the campsite. I don't know how far up this goes. It's probably about another K till we get to the campsite, but very picturesque little drive in.
The road's in very good condition.
It is. They grade this road because it's national park. It's supposed to be two-wheel drive accessible, so... Look out there, look at those gums. They just look so good. How's that for a view from the campsite? Not bad at all. So it's just over $40 for one of these big sites, which, you'd think is expensive for a national park, but, big but, the track-in is graded. The toilets here are very, very nice. Got fire pits. It's really, really nicely laid out. So, considering we're paying $30 for the last spot, I don't know. I'll be happy to give my $40 to the national parks here for a big site. And they're good, big, level, well laid out, good scenery. So, anyway, we've got fish and chips thawing out for dinner, which we'll have a fire later. But today, or for the rest of the day, we're going to go and explore one of, what is it, Tanya? One of arguably arguably the world's most significant geological sites.
Geological and paleontological
sites. I think I said that wrong. But no, there are some very, very unique geological areas in the national park here, which show full, complete records, just because of the way in which, I'll talk about it later, but the way in which the crust has been pushed up. There's an area in the park here that has millions of years as you walk along the path, just in the pushed up crust. So, and then hopefully I'm pretty sure it's all signposted, but I'll talk all about that later. So that's the reason we're here, because we're going to geek out with our geology side of what we come here to explore, which is one of the reasons why we came to Flinders Ranges. And eat some lunch first and then go nerd out. Look at these cliffs, guys. That is very cool. Flinders Ranges. So as I was saying before, and we will expand our knowledge as we cruise through this place. But there is 300 million years of sedimentary history here in the rocks that have been pushed up. And so from 500 million to 800 million years ago is the history that we're about to embark upon, which I'm really looking forward to. So this first part here is, Tanya's going to tell us what it is.
This is the Archeocyath reef.
From?
So this is
Cambrian,
which is 539 to 485 million years ago.
Very cool. So they're a bit tricky to find, but you splash a bit of water on the rock, you can see these little fossils here. So these are archaeocytes that lived at the beginning of the Cambrian explosion, which was really when life first started taking a bit of a grip on this planet that wasn't just stromatolites. And the Cambrian explosion was a result of the huge amount of oxygen that for the last sort of 2.5 billion years was being pumped in the atmosphere by cyanobacteria and stromatolites. And these are our long distant relatives embedded in the rock there. Yeah, that one's the one. I like thinking you're in the Flinders Range. This is Cambrian prehistoric worms. So it's quite difficult to make out probably on the camera there, but you see all of these lines you can see through here going down. They're all 500 million year old wormholes. Not the kind in space, but they're actually the very first organisms on Earth that we know of that were seen to be burrowing in the ocean floor. And it's believed to be one of the key evolutionary jumps that supports all of our marine life today, which is cool.
Sand.
You understand?
Yeah, because it's
So there
cool
it is.
how if you go back
Yeah.
around a couple of 100 million years.
500 million years, Toby. 500 million
If you
years.
go back 500 million years, then you could just find this chunk just at a beach.
Yeah, it would have been under the sea. Well, it's a shallow sea here.
You could
How cool.
find this under.
This is our Marine Park here.
Yep. Put our steps in. Or just budget you in just to test out its rental
capability.
capabilities. It's a rental, send it, bro.
Very cool. So, it's just me nerding out, but you've got, like I was saying before, you've got the ripples there, and you can see as we go up here, the layers. And so this is well over 500 million years. But then you can look along all these layers, and there you can see ripples again. Still, maybe that's 450 billion years, and layers and layers, and still here you can see the sand layers, and each one of these lines going across here represents billions of years of sediment. I think even if we come up here, you'll look on this part here, right up here, and you'll see, look, you can see the waves, and there, and there. Oh man.
This is the way this is cracked up here.
Yeah, you can see it's cracked along the
Sediment
along the
line.
wave, along the sediment line. How fascinating. How very fascinating. What do you think?
Good!
So archaeologists along this site have found those wavy rocks over 10 centimetres high. Now you think what kind of water movement you'd have to get, or what sort of waves you'd have to have 10 centimetre high waves or sand. Like, that is incredible. Keep in mind the moon was circa twice as close as it is now to Earth, so the tides would have been significantly bigger because of the gravitational effect of the moon's gravity on the Earth. Yeah, so well worth doing so far. If you are coming through, don't skip the national park, that is for sure. Very different than the stations. You can see why it's a national park. So another reason we came here was to hopefully get a glimpse of the yellow-tailed rock wallaby. And we've just come up to where they're supposed to be, and they're everywhere. We've seen like 2 or 3 of them. So Tanya's getting the perfect shot. But yeah, just on the wiki camp spot, there's quite a few of them. So hopefully I'll be able to pop some footage in. I'll steal Tanya's big lens afterwards and stick it on my camera. See if we can get some nice shots.
Baby saw one.
Do you like the rock wallabies? Yeah, they go hop hop. She liked them. So as you continue on through the national park, you kind of go back in time. So we've left the Cambrian and we've moved into the Ediacaran, which is sort of 550 to 650 million years ago. I think it's 539 to 600 something. But anyway, we've moved 50 million years back in time, and we've now got this beautiful siltstone that would have been under deep ocean. So the sand has disappeared and you've just got this layer upon layer upon layer of what sort of looks like mud, which is actually just silt deposits from a much deeper ocean. What can you see, Charlie?
It looks like fur.
Huh?
In the cave, it looks like fur.
And see, every one of these is thousands of years.
In that cave, it looks like there's fur.
No, it could be. So if you've watched the channel for a while, and I'm talking a long time, a couple of years ago, we went and checked out the stromatolites. Now, we're going right back now, so we're between 635 and 720 million years ago. And the cool thing is that as you go through here, there's a little marker that shows kind of the moment in time where we went from single-celled organisms, which lived on this planet for billions of years, to multicellular organisms, which really only sort of kicked off arguably around 600 million years ago. And so before that, life on this planet was the domain of the stromatolites, and life was kind of unlivable before they came here because there wasn't any oxygen. There was very little oxygen. And it was the stromatolites that spent billions of years just pumping oxygen into the atmosphere through photosynthesis. And it's because of that, those little critters, that we have a thing called an ozone layer, which prevents all of the harmful radiation from the sun beating down on the planet. And when it was doing that, you couldn't have plants, you couldn't have anything, because the radiation was too intense. And so the stromatolites gave us our protection from the sun, our sunscreen, and they also gave us oxygen, which I'm breathing right now. And without that, none of us, you, me, or anyone else would be here, which is very cool. That's it there, isn't it?
Wow, so see the big circle. The circle was formed. Oh, you can see all like the layers in it and everything.
Cyanobacteria, yeah?
Cyanobacteria.
Cyanobacteria. Thanks,
Yep.
Dr. Tanya.
That produced oxygen, formed the stromatolites. So yeah, as they were encased in rock and became fossilized, a stromatolite is a fossilized layers of cyanobacteria, which creates these circles, which is why all the ones that we saw in Western Australia,
Yeah.
were all those circles that were in the...
Very cool. So this golden spike here is of significant geological importance, and this place where you're standing is also of significant geological importance. So this is the only one in the southern hemisphere. There it is, just there. And you can see the mark, see the transition? See that little line there? I'll put some better shots in. But that line, 635 million years ago, marks the very significant change from sort of snowball Earth and extremely glaciated planet to a warmer, greener planet, more conducive to life.
From the ice house to the greenhouse.
From the ice house to the greenhouse, that's exactly right. And it also marks the significant transition, as I said before, between single-celled life and complex life. And Tanya's going to tell you what happened, aren't you, Tanya? Once she gets her...
Sure, when someone's not in my shadow of taking a photo. What am I telling you?
Single-celled to multi-celled, what happened?
Oh, well, one cell went and ate another cell, but both of them stayed alive and became symbiotic. And so that's what led to multi-celled organisms.
There you go. Yeah, but like that's so. Arguably, there is a great debate and strong evidence that that is one of life's great filters, and that exists in our bodies today. Our mitochondria are essentially a version of that very, 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 very rare chance event in life.
Another cell living inside another cell.
There's one cell consuming another cell, and that cell living and then forming a symbiotic relationship, which is pretty fascinating. So there you go. That is our geology for the day. And we got one more stop, don't we? The meteor site.
Oh,
Yeah. And so you can see, that rock there will have been deposited by a glacier, because all of this stone here coming up until my beautiful wife there taking photos, all of this stuff we're standing on is all glacial, guys. So this rock here would have been dropped by a glacier there about 635 million years ago.
Oh, long time.
That's pretty cool. There you go, looks like we've reached the end.
Literally said
The old ruins.
that time.
You can't see both of us at the same time.
No, it's just because that's a square, and that's widescreen in the back.
You were wrong. It was 5.
Kai's asleep, so we're not going to stop. But we might check out Emma's grave. We're going to check out Emma's grave on the way back.
Yeah.
We're going to check out Emma's grave. Apparently a 2-year-old settler that passed away and has a grave somewhere on the way back. Is there anything else I wanted to check on the way back?
Only if we want to go out to Razorback for sunset.
1:15. Nah, I think let's just...
Oh, we just go.
We did Razorback last time.
We did.
I think we might go home, light a fire.
See it. It's just out there. You can probably like. Yeah.
Razorback's over there. You can see it out the window.
There you go. There's Razorback over there.
I think we might. Well, we'll see how we go. See how we go. So Emma Smith was 2 years old back in 1860, passing through here, and unfortunately did not make the journey. And this was her final resting place. And there seems to be a thing where people leave. There's obviously none for a while, but little dolls and 1860. How old would you be now? Mental math, Eli.
School holidays are doing math good.
1860 to get to 2000.
1860 to get to 2000 is 140.
140 plus 25.
Plus 25 is
160.
65. 165.
There you go. So she'd be 165 today if she was still around. There you go. She was 167. There you go. We're going back to have some fish and chips. Fire, but very, 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 very much worth it. Maybe we'll check out Razorback Ridge as we go through.
Poor girl.
But very much worth checking out. I think a lot of people skip over this, and you shouldn't. It's amazing. It's good homeschooling, the geological journey, the fact that you can go 300 million years just driving along and seeing the way that the landscape changes and the stories behind, you know, this incredible history on this incredible planet. Very much worth doing. Anyway, head back.
As you walk down so many different changing roads, may the sunlight follow you wherever you go.
That in front of us is the red siltstone, and you can clearly see the layer. Very cool. I love the sun. You get these bits through the sun. Everything's in shade, and then you've got the sun streaming through here. Just beautiful landscape it is. Nothing short of beautiful landscape.
May your road be filled with light, and may peace be by your side.
Everywhere now, there's 3 that we've just seen. I'm guessing that it's just now. See if you can see any more. You can see heaps more up here. See what's there.
So good, the stories fill up every page.
Keep bumping. Pump.
As the north wind leads you to some distant shore, may you always find what you're looking for. In the highs and in the lows, moving fast or moving slow, may your roads be filled with light, and may peace be by your side. In the highs and in the lows, moving fast or moving slow, may your roads be filled with light, may peace be by your side. May peace be by your side.
One thing you said about Flinders Ranges,
May peace be by your
colours
side.
are stunning at sunset. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. we are packed up and we are pretty much ready to go, I reckon. Oh God, if I don't jump on the fly things. We've got those magnetic fly things. No, I didn't. We've got those magnetic fly things from the bus and they're just a death trap to everyone except Tanya.
Keep the flies out.
They do keep the flies out. So anyway, yeah, the national park, Flinders Ranges National Park, absolutely 100%. You should definitely make sure this is on your list if you're coming through, because the scenery here, like the scenery everywhere through Flinders Ranges is absolutely beautiful, but here it's just, it's extra beautiful. I think I've said that a lot. But anyway, I got some astrophotography last night, which I think came out pretty good. There were a few clouds around. I kind of needed to go a bit left for the Milky Way, but I shall continue to work on that. For now, we're heading north. And I don't know where we're going. I think there's a free camp in mind, but I'll tell you when we get there.